I'm Hajat Medina Naham Ojale, the NRM Director of Finance. I came today to bring the President's message to condole with the relatives, friends, family members, and the people of West Nile generally for the loss of Major General Yusuf Gowan, formerly in the Uganda Army. The late Yusuf Gowan, I know him in two ways. One, he's a family member. We actually come from the same clan, but also as a prominent Ugandan who served in the government of the late Haj Idi Amin Dada. The late, I have learned from history that he started his service as a prison officer between 1963 and 71, and also later he joined the forces in 1971, and he served in Amin's government until 1978 when he was appointed Army Chief of Staff. He was a high-ranking military officer then, until when the government of Amin was overthrown and he went to Congo. He went to exile to the DRC, and later on he was repatriated and came back to Uganda in the early 90s. And from then, of course, later we saw in around 2003, he was jailed because there were allegations that were brought on him. But later on, by 2003, 2004, he was released and the case was ruled in his favor. The late, about his relationship with the current government, I would say he was a friend of Muzei. Muzei knew him personally, and from the message I've given you, the president said he had no issue with the late at all. That he told me to inform the mourners that he has no problem with the late Gowan, and he wanted to condole with the family for the loss. And most importantly, he also gave me history about the late Gowan, that around 1971, in the attack, when they launched an attack, by then the group of His Excellency, by then he told me he worked with UPC men, and they launched an attack on Kabale Road, 35 miles from Barara. And in that attack, they were targeting armed men. Whoever came in an armed uniform would be attacked, but whoever came in civilian, he gave an order that they should not be touched. So he talked about Alifa Odur. By then he was a boss to let Gowan. He was number one. Gowan was the second in command to Alifa Odur. And Alifa Odur managed to escape along that same route. He disguised, he was in a Peugeot car, but in a military uniform. They learned later that he passed along that route and he escaped. But Gowan remained. He was at Barara barracks when they attacked, and he later learned, the president told me that he later learned that actually Gowan was the one that commanded a force that gave a resistance, and they were able to, his group, His Excellency told me his group then, because he was with the UPC men, they were able to run away because of the resistance Gowan had put at Barara barracks, and they were not successful that time because of the resistance they let Gowan put. So that tells me that he was a very strong man, but he also, as people were running away because of the turmoil that time, he stood with the late Amin, and he was a very strong fighter. That's why he was able to chase that group away at that time. Yeah, so the president was very specific that I give this message to the mourners, that he was a strong fighter, but also that he has no problems with the late, and they had met some time back, and they were in touch at some point, and there's no problem between him and the late. Yes, and of course, as the NRM government, I also told you that we have seen how he has been supportive to government, and he was one of the few elders we had that strongly supported this government. That's why you also saw a condolence message coming from the Secretary General of the party. Yes, the president extended 10 million shillings and the party secretariat extended 5 million shillings for the family.
Yeah, in fact, I thank you people. Secondly, I thank the government of Uganda for being with us together since we lost our elder brother. I'm called Abdurazak Musisi Mududu, a brother to late follower, late General Yusuf Gowan. We are very happy that when the incident happened, I'm the first person who reported to RCC and then to the RPC and to the brigade commander. And we are very happy the way they handled us in their office. The RCC also come join hand together with us at home. Also the brigade commanders, we are in exile in Congo. We based in Bunia. We thank him because we were on fear, because our brother was a leader in Idi Amin's regime and he served since Obote's regime. Because of time, I go brief. My brother served in prison officer for some years, and then joined the army in 71. The good work he did has been promoted to a general and then appointed to Army Chief of Staff.
Mzee has been in the government of the former President Idi Amin and served very many things in the educational sector, in the army and all the sector. And people here in Arua were asking themselves that where's the intervention of the government on medical bills of Mzee? Where is the assistance of the orphans? Mzee left a lot of orphans, a lot of children. The community are asking themselves in Arua, where is the assistance for the orphans who are here? The shelter, Mzee left a very old structure you've seen, which needs assistance by the president, by the government. Mzee has been mobilizing for the party, and my surprise, hearing that Mzee has been fighting his own medical bills, no assistance, nothing has been getting from the government for so long, and no representative of the government has been coming here to visit Mzee to talk all whatever the Medina Naham was presenting. To my understanding, I looked at it as an insult, because someone who was fighting his own medical bill, no assistance, no intervention of the government, no whatsoever assistance. So we are asking ourselves that this is a friend of Mzee, as it is alleged that is a friend of Mzee. I'm requesting the president to intervene and see how are those orphans going to be helped, seeing all those old structures Mzee left with a lot of things Mzee left at the home. I request the president and the government to intervene and see whatever possible. If they can construct them a house, if they can pay for medical medical assistance. Even the wives who are there, they are so old, they lack assistance, they are poor. If there is something to help the family, I request the government to come up and see how to help the family.